What's up, guys? I'm here at EBMX and I'm with Bruno.
We're going to be talking about batteries here. Right.
So Bruno, EBMX been making these high-powered, high-quality batteries for over a couple of years now. We've sold thousands of them, mate.
Thousands. It's a real number. It's not a fictitious number. It's like you can see it. Like, these batteries everywhere. Every Surround group ride, you're going to find someone with a
Absolutely.
battery.
So this is a Surround battery. This is a Talaria battery. We've got lots of different versions.
We got like a one which the BMS is here on the side. Is much bigger. They're all
All potted.
solid, potted.
Made of SKI pouch cells.
Same as the Surround Ultra.
That's it.
Right? They got the same SKI cells.
Real quality stuff.
Look, stainless steel casing, okay? So it's even better. For fire rating, stainless steel is the best you can get, right?
It is.
So it's better than mild steel, better than aluminium. Aluminium doesn't really hold battery fire. Plastic, heat shrink, doesn't hold battery fire. So what do you want? You want something with a strong casing, strong stainless steel casing.
So pretty safe, these, aren't they?
Right. So,
really safe.
Nick is making this video because he wants to say something about, especially about the US market.
Mate, I do, because in the US market, we understand you've got a choice. You've got a choice between EBMX and some other brands.
Cheaper, heat shrink stuff, homemade batteries.
And Bruno, we don't understand why so many people, maybe they're patriotic, they like to support American brands.
Well, if you say, especially in the US, in Europe, if you say made in the US, made in Europe,
but if it's
like, I'm gonna help this guy. But
if it's homemade in the US,
here's the thing. So battery, you talk about safety, right? So you put in this thing to charge inside. So a lot of people put inside the house. They actually get the Surround put inside the living room, inside whatever, right? And here's the thing: we actually got some American-made batteries made from. We don't want to mention names, here, right? Because it generates a lot of.
But we do our market research and we get the batteries.
We always get the batteries. We open inside. We have some reference. It's just so we know that what we're selling, it is actually better, right?
Sure.
Because people talk about it, so we need to like actually open and see what's inside and see what's going on. And every time we open the batteries, homemade batteries, I make a homemade battery. I used to make homemade batteries up to like 2.5 years ago, and you cannot make with the same quality as a proper factory-made battery. Okay. So when I open a battery, the customer imported here in Australia and spent thousands and thousands and thousands to get this battery here because he sees so many videos, people talk about a particular brand made in the US. And then he got the battery, failed. Like day one, boom, didn't work. He brought the battery here, we cut open, and it was just like, I don't want to be knocking people, but it was like disgusting inside. Like it was actually like a nasty BMS, like, so you pay thousands of dollars on a battery. There was a tiny 60 amp BMS, 60 amp BMS. It was just doing the balancing, and it was a battery bypass because they didn't have space or money or budget, whatever it was. It was just a tiny little battery, everything with tape, a disgusting thing, and just blobs of glue.
But Bruno, you're talking about a major brand in the US.
Like a lot of people buy in the US, and inside is disgusting. People think it's nice. I'll say it's pretty easy to trick people, making one battery that looks good and put some photos, and then the next one is just hurry up, just do whatever job, tape. So it's like they try in some ways, and some other things they chip out and just put a blob of glue or whatever. But
so like, it is really important, guys, because we know you have a choice, but EBMX 2-year warranty, Bruno, on our batteries.
2-year warranty, and there's a reason why things are cheaper, right? So I'm fixing this Time ET bike, which is cheaper than a Surround, double the power, cheaper.
I'll just zoom in here so people
brand
can see that, Bruno.
Bike, cheaper. The guy got 4 bikes, we fixed one. There's 2 brand new, never touched. Problems, battery problems. I'm reviving a battery. There, like it's just
look, if you buy cheap, you are looking for problems. But 2-year warranty.
Cheaper. They go every little bit cheaper to get to that point. Like missing a button, and without the button you can't do things. So there's a lot of little details here, and the battery we're talking about there looks ugly inside. So yeah, like it's the cheapest, the smallest BMS you can get because there's a battery bypass. So basically, I can pull 500, 600 amps out of that battery, which is going to be dead short, and it's going to melt things and it's going to explode. Okay, so you don't want that. You just go, more powerful. Keep clicking.
I think people in the US might be riding around with little bombs there and not realising.
There's no
Bruno.
short circuit protection. Okay, so if anything fails in your bike, it's a dead short. The battery just keep going until you explode. There's no limit. So that's why the BMS is there to protect.
It's pretty important, guys.
Very important. People think, don't worry about fuse. So what do you have in your surround? The circuit breaker, air switch. Chinese call air switch. It's not a circuit breaker. Okay, it's just an on and off switch. You can keep pulling.
So only rated for 100 amps.
100 amp continuous. Obviously, you can just keep cranking up to 300 amp. It's fine. Eventually, that thing is gonna fail, right?
Yep.
And usually fails the more times you open and close because it's not designed for that much power there. But yeah, like so that's not a protection. There's no fuse. There's no protection. So it's just gonna fail. Okay?
So we've talked about warranty, 2-year warranty. Now the other thing is that these batteries are rated for after 1,000 cycles. They're still rated 80%. Now 1,000 cycles is a lot of cycles.
Try to do 1,000 cycles. So I had a 18650 battery that I made in 2013, and I rode the whole 2014, 15, and like.
How many cycles do you reckon you did?
Every single day, 2 cycles.
Okay.
It wasn't a e-bike, push bike.
Yep.
Before Surround wasn't even a dream. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So it was a fast electric push bike, right?
Yep.
So I did 2.5 years. 2 years, after 2 years, the battery was struggling. So the cells, like they rated for whatever number was 600, 800 cycles.
Gone.
I'm technician. I kept manually balancing. There was no smart BMS. You had to go with a power supply to boost this cell, boost
So
that cell.
most of the dirt bike riders, though, Bruno, who are riding their Ciron Talaria a couple of times a week, right?
No, that's
You're going to get 10 years out of these batteries, and they'll still be good. So we're making them for longevity. The other thing I just wanted to say is the decals. So we use like the yellow decal on the 60 and the red on the 72, but these are decals. They actually just come straight off, and you wipe the glue residue off.
It looks like this.
If you want a stainless look, you don't actually have to have these decals on.
And this is actually the Surround color. Okay, like sort of like the Surround color.
Yeah. So if you're worried about cosmetic looks and you're thinking, I don't want EBMX battery because red and yellow, it's not. It's just a decal sticker.
Don't mind it.
Straight off.
Just peel it off. Do whatever you want. Can do pink. Can do whatever you want there.
No, really important, guys. We know you got a choice. We'd love you to buy EBMX. If you've got any questions about EBMX batteries, just hit us up on our website or any of our socials.
Okay, well, what I have to say is I am not a sales guy. Nick is a sales guy.
I am.
People are sales guy. Sales, right? I'm not sales. Talk about the safety.
Yep.
You get a lot more. It's worth spending more money.
Yep.
I don't get that money in my pocket. I'm not making sales here. It's safety. How much money you spend in your house?
Bruno, you get pies and solos. That's how we pay you, mate.
Fed properly.
He gets fed well.
But yeah, like imagine like you chip out, you pay whatever money difference is between this battery and the other.
Yeah, so EBMX battery might be 10% more expensive.
Yeah.
But it's going to last 5 times longer
and
be
burn your
way safer, isn't it? Yeah. So consider that, guys. Thank you so much, Bruno. We really hope you do get an EBMX battery, guys.
Exactly.
Take care. Stay safe.
Woo!